Hello guys and welcome back to Survivor All Stars. This is season 8 episode 2 and I am going to be reacting live to it. I've got my little tea mug here. It's a PG Tips mug. If you're not from the UK you probably won't know what PG Tips is, but if you do then you're elite and yeah, you deserve all the respect in the world. But it also says you on it because you always need a cup of tea. Just to let you guys know, there is a membership at the moment, and if you're enjoying the Survivor content, there is more content available for members only. This includes cut content from the reactions, including some of my additional thoughts and feelings, and I'm thinking about potentially putting the power rankings on there, purely because they just didn't do well as like a solo video, or I might just upload them as like a video alongside this one. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do it yet, but I'm thinking about still doing the power rankings because I did enjoy making those videos, but they didn't perform very well, so maybe I'll just stick to the reactions. We'll see. Absolutely not. What do you mean there's just a snaky thing in the water? No, absolutely not. It's just another thing in the list of I would not do Survivor even if my life depended on it. I couldn't. With all the animals in the wild. Yeah, you're having a laugh.
So we leave a pot of water, of well water, contaminated water in the pot instead of an open, empty pot to catch rainwater.
That is the fattest L I think I've ever seen on this show. Is they've come back from tribal council, no fire, and then do you know what happens next? They're like, feck, we forgot to leave the pot empty to collect rainwater, so instead we've just got contaminated water. Guys, that was a silly mistake. Nothing is guaranteed on Survivor. You shouldn't have expected fire. That was your own silly mistake. Disappointed in this team, honestly.
Even after we've been told specifically that there are some crazy parasites in there that will put you in a coma.
I can't get behind the well drinking. If I'm being 100% honest, I can't get behind it. I really can't. I feel like the issue is I would be too scared about literally everything here. Anything could kill me in this place. I mean, anything could kill you in real life, like, genuinely. But, like, in the wild, it's much more probable you're going to die from something dumb, like drinking water.
You know, they'd serve ice, which was rare. And I asked them, where'd you get the water? They said, the reservoir. At any given time, you could see 6 bodies floating around that reservoir, you know?
It's got a little bit of a tang to it. What do you call that tang? Oh, that's just Matthew. You know, he died a couple of days ago. You might be tasting a little bit of his small intestine. It was floating around. I thought I'd add it for extra garnish.
Our tongues had turned white. It was just so hot. We were just dying of thirst.
At what point did production step in and go, maybe we can't kill these people. Let's give them a lighter. Or let's give them something to make fire with. Because at this point, I'd be really deadly concerned that these people are going to die of dehydration. Which, I'm sorry, but if they've survived 3 days without sufficient water, that's coming any day now. It could come sooner for some people. Who knows? But my point still stands. This is kind of crazy that they're letting them go without water for such a long time. Like, usually by the end of the first episode, both tribes have got fire. So this is kind of fucked, I won't lie.
But after a few minutes of that, the light bulb went on, and all of us realized that fresh water was falling from the sky.
How is that not your first thought when you're thirsty? How is that not the first thing that comes to your head? When I see rain in real life, I think, ew, I'm going to get wet. But when I'm thirsty, I'm like, open up, let me swallow all that water. That is a crazy statement, first of all, pause. Second of all, it's just common sense. If you're thirsty, rainwater is quite literally fresh water to an extent. So, drink it.
We were like animals gone wild. I mean, we had to have water.
Why are they not getting containers to, like, drink out of? Why are they sucking the leaves? That does not seem like it's a good idea. You don't know what's on them leaves.
Nice out there. It's not cold. My thing is sitting under there trying to avoid drops. It gets cold.
I actually could take him seriously. If he's trying to have a genuine conversation, I'm just seeing Fwah! Right in front of my eyes. I'm like, I can't talk to you right now. Put some gloves on. What is going on here? I think he's the only person in Survivor history that I've seen that's just nude all the time. It's kind of crazy. And by Survivor history, I mean like up until this point, because this is all I've seen.
We got an overweight, gay, naked man walking around, and no one seems to let it bother him. I don't.
Okay, two things. First of all, Richard just stumbling there. Absolutely hilarious. Absolutely has made my day. That is hysterical. Second of all, I kind of get what Colby's saying. He's saying it's so weird that, like, this guy is strutting around naked and we're just like, yeah, chill. Yeah, fair.
Nobody knows the words, but it's all good today, and I know.
Coming to the iTunes playlist next week, I got water! Yeah! Oh, I do like this tribe. This tribe's kind of funny, I won't lie. They've got some good people on this team, and it's good vibes so far from them. Actually, I'm enjoying it. I'm vibing with them. They're good. They're good. I like them. Walking through the jungle barefoot is crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. I'm scared to walk barefoot in my own house in case I tread on something I shouldn't. But in the jungle? Yeah, these people are actually crazy. Like, actually wild.
I don't know. Feels like something substantial, whatever.
I did not need that on my screen. I didn't. I'm in the comfort of my own home. I don't need to see green spiders. I didn't even know green spiders existed. What do you mean? Why? I can put up with a lot of things, but spiders is not one of them. Secondly, green. A green spider. Yeah, you're taking the piss.
You guys want to open it?
Oh no, we don't want to do that. We might upset Pretty Boy Probst or something.
Yeah, I have a feeling if you'd have smashed that open, Jeff would have 100% been like, give me whatever you got out of there. If you've eaten it, throw it up. Because you don't deserve it now. I think I've said this in a comment, like, Boston Rob, not one of my faves in his original series. I really didn't vibe with him. I'm vibing with him on this series. I don't mind him. He's quite funny. He's got the sort of confessionals down. I like that. He's doing a good job. I'm enjoying him. I think he's entertaining. Let's just put it that way.
Tina voted out. First tribal council. Okay, let's get to today's reward challenge.
The other winners are sitting there going, Richard and Jenna were like, was that because she was a winner? Because that means that we're in the firing line. Oh, spaghetti. I still think the decision to target winners is really dumb personally, but like, I guess once they get that out of their system, then like really interesting stuff can start to happen.
5 members of each tribe will swim out and get the furthest log. Then 4 tribe members, then 3, then 2, until we get to the last log. First tribe to get all 5 pieces and get to the top of the platform wins reward.
I have a feeling this challenge is going to be very, very tight. The whole 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 people going out to get the steps is going to be interesting. And I think it's going to wind up being a very, very close call. I'm putting my prediction in now. I'm saying that Shapira is going to win this challenge. I have faith in them as a team. And I think Mogo are going to lose. I think Sambura are gonna smash it personally. But I think Shapira are going to win. Also, it's not Sambura. It is Saboga. I've been saying that wrong this entire time. And not a single person in the comment section corrected me. Not a single person. I've been calling it Sambura like I was confident and I knew what I was talking about. But it's Saboga. Guys, you can't let me look muggy like that. Come on.
Now, you want to know what you're playing for. Blankets. Keep you warm at night.
I don't want fucking blankets. I want fire. That will keep me warm at night. Not blankets that can get wet. Oh, Jeff. It's so tone deaf. Just give them some bloody fire so we can stop with the moaning about, oh, we don't have fire. We don't have fire. As if I wouldn't be the person complaining as well if I was there. Like, I'm so hypocritical when it comes to that.
For reward.
It's like incessant. He just takes his trousers off all the time. It's like, come on?
Come on, Ruth. We need you, buddy. Come on, Ruth. Come on.
Rudy looks like he's about to drown. I've seen people in paddling pools more confident at swimming than Rudy. Oh my god, that's scary. I would be really, really concerned that, like, something horrific would happen.
Heading back.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
You got to appreciate the strength and the energy that goes into swimming in the ocean. Like, it's completely different to swimming in a swimming pool. Like, swimming in an ocean, there's currents, you're fighting literal waves. It feels like the water is constantly moving, so you can never properly catch your breath. It's crazy. I do not enjoy swimming in the ocean, mostly because I have a fear of it. But, like, for the most part, it's just unenjoyable. So the fact that these guys are absolutely slaying in the ocean, big props to them.
Saboga has their third log, heading back. Moga Moga has their third log, heading back.
I might actually be wrong about Shapira winning this. It's looking like it might be Saboga, and then Moga Moga come in second, which is a kind of crazy fall off for Shapira. I don't know what's going on with them, but they're just not, they're not slaying today. They're not slaying the day away.
Come on, you guys.
Rupert looking strong as ever. Ethan right there with him.
Hurry up.
Honestly, Ethan and Rupert are bossing this challenge. Like, genuinely, I'm really impressed with those two. I gotta give props to Lex and Richard as well as Rob, M, and Susan, I think it is. They're all doing incredibly well. I don't know whether I could have done this. This genuinely would have tired me out after one or two stretches. So doing like 4 or 5, yeah, that's absolutely crazy.
Ethan taking the last legs for Saboga. Hatch has a lot of ground to make up on Ethan. Can he do it?
I don't know whether this is a popular, unpopular opinion. I don't think there's been many likable winners of Survivor so far. I mean, Ethan, I think, is the most likable winner that we've had so far. Like, there was no doubt in my mind that on season 3, Ethan deserved to win. Like, no doubt in my mind at all.
Ethan with the final log for Saboga. Gotta get to the top.
Go, Ethan, go.
Saboga wins reward.
Honestly, they absolutely deserved it. After the 3 days that they've had, it's been traumatic, it's been crazy, and they do deserve the blankets, I gotta say. So, enjoy them.
So, here's the offer. You can trade the blankets for this. The first clue to finding the first key to get in your lockbox. Flint, you'll have a constant source of fire, and a pot to cook that rice in.
Take the deal. Get fire. You don't need fucking blankets. For the love of God. Oh my God, please. Please, please, please take this. Don't take the blankets. If they take the blankets, I'm actually going to be fuming.
Mogo Mogo gets it, as well as Shapira.
And there's the catch. Do they give everyone an advantage, or do they just screw everyone over? Oh, I can see why they're doing this now. This is social manipulation at its finest. Do we advantagize everyone? Advantagize is a word. It's been coined by me. Or do they disadvantagize, also coined by me, everyone in the competition? I think just give everyone the advantage. It's not that deep. It's just some fire. Just let people enjoy the experience rather than just sitting there in perpetual, I can't drink anything.
Tina, first one out. Big targets on the winners. Except me. No, it was big target on me. Hey, we'll see.
Gonna need their ego to take a nosedive, please, because you're actually getting on my nerves now. I've had enough of this. I've had enough. Be humble.
Tommy's getting sparks already.
Can we build a nest right on it and light it from here as opposed to that little?
This is painful watching them trying to get the fire started. They've got all the material to start a fire and they still can't start a fire. And it is kind of embarrassing. I'm not saying I'd be any better, but they're all claiming to be good at it. So someone's lying.
This is showing me that I'm not, I thought I was the outdoors man. And I am, with a lighter.
I'm glad that Rupert said it. Do you know what I mean? I'm so glad that he was the one to say it, because I feel like everyone thinks that they can survive in the wild until you lose the lighter, and then you're like, fuck. Okay, I've actually got no way of starting a fire, because what am I going to do?
She says, well, you know, maybe we'll keep you around a little longer. You know, that's what you wanted. Well, thanks, Jenna. You know, thanks for granting me that one wish.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm not vibing with Jenna being the leader of this team. I'm so over her being like, yeah, we're deciding that you're going home next. It's just giving Mean Girl energy, do you know what I mean? And I'm not vibing with it. I don't remember vibing with her in her original series. I'm not particularly vibing with her now. So, yeah, just a bit of a stinky L for me, I won't lie.
Damn it.
That's what you get for putting your face into a fire. What did you expect to happen? It's gonna spit. It's gonna throw shit out. Wow, Jenna. I'm sure that they do some safety training before you actually do this show. Were you asleep during it? Because this is not okay. I'm genuinely concerned for your well-being right now. I have never seen people this excited by fire in my life, and it is kind of sweet, I won't lie. Seeing Rupert jump and dance about, oh, he's so sweet, isn't he?
Should we maybe consider not making fire until the storm passes?
Yeah.
No. I don't want to waste material
We have
on
an
our
opportunity
platform.
to make fire. Why not?
Because it's about to rain and it's going to put the fire out? Am I wrong in saying that? It's not smart to start a fire just before the rain starts, because then it's just going to go out and then you're going to have to do it all over again. Am I missing something? Have they got some kind of shelter that they can put the fire in? Because otherwise, like, there's genuinely no point if it's about to rain.
Why is it so cold?
Who's that cuddling? I want to know who's cuddling. Give me some names on the screen, please. I want to know who's cuddling.
Tucked deep inside is the key that you crave.
I think it's that way.
We decided to go look for the key.
They got to go on a treasure hunt just to find the first of 3 keys in order to open the chest in order to get food. What do you mean? I have to go trekking in the woods, in the jungle, for a key to open one of the padlocks? Just give me the food.
Back, I wanted to see where it is.
Cool box. Here we go.
Let's see.
That is the tiniest little box and the tiniest little key in the tiniest little cave. How was anybody meant to find that?
He's kind of stumbly and just walking over those rocks.
Yeah, I know.
But he's walking.
Is Rudy having a nervous breakdown? Because everyone's kind of looking at him like, is he okay? Do we need to call someone? Has he escaped the nursing home? Because this is worrying, I won't lie. Like, the fact that he's just kind of wandering around and everyone's like, is he okay?
My foot hurts when I walk, you know, it sort of makes me limp a little.
I swear to God, if this is the brain-eating parasite that he got from the water, I'm going to lose my shit. What do you mean your foot hurts when you walk? What have you done to it? Please give me a rational explanation like, oh, I heard it during a challenge, or I think I might have twisted my ankle, or something like that. Because if it's unexplained, go see the medical team. There's got to be a medical team on this show. There has to be.
First 2 tribes cross the finish line with all members and their boat wins immunity.
Oh, do you know what? The longer this show goes on, the more complicated these challenges get. Because I swear in the first series, there was literally a challenge where it was like, you just got to stay underwater for like the longest time. That was it. Whereas now it's like, you got to swim down. You got to buckle the crates. You got to bring the crates to the surface. You've got to bring the boat to the surface. You got to get out the water. And then you got to paddle to shore and then bring your boat across the finish line. It's like, Christ on a bike. Really? There's so many things to do in this challenge.
2,000 pounds of weight in that boat.
2,000 pounds of weight. How much is 2,000 pounds in kilograms? That's almost a ton. It's 907 kilograms. Oh my God, Saboga have actually got their boat out the fastest. That's kind of crazy. I really didn't expect them to do well in this challenge. Mostly because they're down 1 member, and also you got Rudy and his dodgy foot. But apparently they're kind of slaying. I gotta give them props where props are due. You see, that's quite a smart strategy. Flipping it like that to tip all the stuff out. If you could do it, I'm impressed. But also, I feel like, would it not be a good idea to potentially, when it gets to the pontoon, lift the boat as best you can out of the water to get rid of the water, rather than like scooping it out? Do you know what I mean? I feel like that would be a smarter idea, surely. Am I wrong? Am I in the wrong feeling of that? I feel like that would be smart. I also don't know how heavy these boats are. It could be very wrong.
Boga, skill bail in water. Shapiro trying to flip their boat.
Shapiro is doing exactly what I said to do, in the sense of like, they are being really, really smart about this and taking the boat out of the water so there's no water in the boat when they flip it. I think Shapiro are going to win this. How did Saboga get their boat up first and have such an incredible lead, and now they've completely lost it? You know when you root for the underdogs in a competition and you just sit there and you're like, this is so frustrating to watch, I won't lie. This is so frustrating. Because they were doing so well.
Another mistake.
The other two teams are having absolute nightmares. And then there's Shapiro like, oh, row, row. They are absolutely bossing this competition. Honestly, this could be the final six for all we know. Could it be? I don't know. But they're just absolutely smashing it at this point. I'm really impressed with them. I'm really impressed with them.
Mogo, sinking.
Oh, this is quite possibly the funniest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. They are literally swimming at this point. They are not rowing anything. The boat is not above water. This cannot be allowed to stand. Jeff, tell them to go back. Tell them that this is breaching some kind of rules in the game. I'm not surprised. They absolutely smashed this challenge. Like, genuinely smashed it. I was really impressed with them. So, big claps to them.
Mogo wins immunity. Yeah, baby.
Saboga's just in the mud. And for once, I feel like there is a very easy person to vote off at this point. A very easy person to vote off. And if they vote anybody else but this person off, I'm gonna be heavily disappointed. Heavily disappointed.
Well, tonight we got to go to tribal council. And based on last tribal council, I'm gonna go tonight.
Realistically, they should not be getting rid of Ethan. Realistically, they should be getting rid of Rudy. Rudy's the one with the injury. And I know that I'm usually the kind of person that's like, oh, don't get rid of the person with the injury because but in this competition, when you're choosing between someone with an injury that's stopping them from running in a competition that 9 times out of 10 you need to be able to run in, versus somebody who is physically fit, physically able, and won you the reward challenge earlier, I don't know, it seems like a very easy choice to me.
More so than any other person here. He deserves to be here. 75 years old and doing, I can't, it's killing me to be here.
I think this is where the emotional toll starts to get taken, because Rudy is such a incredible person in the sense of like 75 and you're here and you're this strong is crazy to me. But he's 75 years old and he's got a very serious injury that is stopping him from running. And at this point, you've got to put the game ahead of personal connections like that. It sucks so badly, but there's quite literally nothing you can do about it.
He's tough as nails. He never once complained about anything out here. Not once.
That's the other thing, is he is a formidable force. And currently, the only thing that's working against him is this injury that he's got. And it sucks to high heaven that this is what is taking him out of the game in these people's eyes, because they're like, he just currently is the weakest link.
I think Ethan was trying to make himself more of an asset to the team, and if he could get Fish as well as Rupert, it'd be harder to vote him out.
We got our first one.
Rupert just showed Ethan up within like 2 seconds. He went out, literally caught a fish, and went, guys, look. And Ethan's sitting there going, oh, for God's sake. Are you joking? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'd be fuming. I'd be fuming. Fuming with a Y in it.
You know, I'm struggling out here. I'm trying to find my niche, and it's not working.
Oh, of course, because when Ethan played the game, he was in Africa, so it was a completely different environment to this. There was no fishing, there was no really anything. I'm fairly certain they had to give them food. And I feel like Africa was also the most dangerous one we've seen so far, because they were literally living in the middle of the savannah with like nothing but a wire fence keeping them from predators. It was kind of crazy, I won't lie. I would not have agreed to do that series. That one was an absolute big no-no for me.
We made a silly mistake. Instead of pulling the boat up entirely out of the water and dumping it, we tried to bail it while it was still full.
I'm glad that they realised that that was their mistake. It felt like a trap with the buckets. They saw the buckets and were like, oh, this is how we have to do it. And then Shapira literally just lifted the boat out of the water and they were like, ah, yeah, that probably would have been a smart idea, actually.
But I like it, you know, putting up with the people is the survival part, not putting up with the elements.
That's exactly what Richard Hatch said earlier, and I think that's why Rudy and Hatch ended up as the final two. Rudy was third in Borneo. Oh, yeah, well, he still made it to the final, and I think that's because he realised that the social element of the game was what the survivor part was about, rather than just, like, surviving the desert or surviving on a tropical island.
My one saving grace right now, I caught a fish. I caught a fish. I poked it with a stick. I caught a fish.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rupert caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then he ate it with the rest of his tribe. Yeah, I didn't really have a rhyme for the end of that.
Okay, it's time to vote. Jerry, you're up.
Rudy, it's an honor to be on your team, but this is purely strategical.
Okay, I think it's going to be a 3-2 split, and I think it's going to be Rudy that's going home. I have a feeling the girls and Ethan will vote for Rudy and the other two will have voted for Ethan. But honestly, it could be 4-1. I don't know. I really do not know.
I'll go tally the votes. Rudy. Ethan. Ethan. Rudy. Second person voted out of the Saboga tribe. Rudy.
It is really sad that he's had to go, because like I said, he made it all the way to the end in Borneo, missed out on the final two, but like for the most part he was a fantastic competitor, and to see him go out in 17th position sucks ass, especially when there are other people in this competition that I think deserve to go before him. But this is the issue, is that out of this team he is the weakest link. His dodgy ankle is a cause for concern, and therefore he's got to go.
The tribe has spoken. How could you not like Rudy? 75-year-old former Navy SEAL, hanging with kids a third of his age. A hero in anybody's book.
Okay, Jeff, they didn't need that. They've just voted out someone, and you didn't need to go, can't believe you just did that, guys. I can't believe you'd vote out a 75-year-old national hero from the competition. Why? Why you gotta make me feel bad about my decisions? You're meant to be impartial. You're the host. Be impartial.
If I was them, I'd stay clear of me. I got a lot of friends. That's about all I got to say.
I cannot believe that you're threatening these people over a game. Get a grip. But that is all from this episode. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. And make sure to leave a like, comment down below your thoughts and feelings. Remember, no spoilers. And I will see you guys in the next episode, whenever that may be. But until then, keep on ranting. Make sure to sign up for the membership if you want to see the bonus content from this episode. And I'll see you guys later. Keep on ranting. Bye now.